Bermies is a swimwear line that I can tell they sell swim trunks, and they've been gaining some traction here recently. And we're going to break down what is working well for them, and here's some things that they could work on if they wanted to scale and crush Black Friday that's coming up here in a few months. So we're going to go. This is what you see when you first come to their website. What I think works really well for them is not on their website. So we're going to go from their website. And if you guys didn't know this, you can actually go and look for people's ads. If they're running ads on Facebook, Instagram, you can do it through Meta Ad Library. And if they're running it through Google, you can look it up on Google. It's kind of crazy out here. But one thing that I think works really well for them is their creatives. I think their creatives are really good. Pictures, all of their graphics, all of their videos are good. And I think that they do a really good job of this. I think that their copywriting is also strong. So when I was doing a little bit of preliminary research before I decided to record this, I came across this piece of copy and I went, ooh, I'm interested because this is really cool. And I think that this is also one of their biggest Achilles heels that we'll get into in just a second. Is this one right here says 9 out of 10 guys wish their swim trunks had waterproof pockets, wish granted. Dive in with confidence. Your essentials stay safe and dry, and the built-in compression liner keeps you comfortable all day long. So that works really well. I mean, especially when I see that it has waterproof pockets, and then the video just confirms that. This guy sticks his phone in his pocket, he jumps into the ocean, he comes out of the ocean, unzips his pocket, and says, haha, look, it's still completely dry. So that's really cool to me. Here is where I wish this translated to the website. So what you see here is this is what you get. You come on here and then it has this slider, which usually I'm not a big fan of sliders. And the first thing you're going to see is Burmese Summer is here. For me, being someone who is not a current customer, this doesn't speak much to me. I come here and I go, okay, what are we selling here? I mean, I see this, and so I can, if I'm intuitive enough, I would say, oh, they're selling swim trunks. But even if this was the main one, there's a lot of features here. Quick drying nano coating. What is four-way stretch? What does this mean? I like the anti-chafe. One big fix that they could do here is if they would just take one of these images, take one of these images that shows like no chafing, no worry, just fun, this even, and put that here. Because then it's immediately speaking to exactly what their product does. What I would change right there, if we dive into one of the product pages, I think their product pages do a great job of outlining this because as you go down, it tells you exactly what it is. But the other piece that I wish was a little bit more obvious was that it has waterproof pockets. This was something that got me and makes me really interested. So if they would to put that more here, put that on the homepage, put that somewhere, I think that's really unique. Something else that they're doing is super strong is as you scroll down, they have these different sections, which is fine. This I like. It can tell you all this made from recycled plastic. That should be something they have a little bit higher up because that's a strong, unique selling proposition. This that they donate to clean up the oceans, which makes sense because of who they are. Wish this was a little bit higher up so I could see that too. Oh wait, they've also been on Shark Tank. That's something else that is a unique selling proposition. I wish that was a little higher up. So what am I saying at all? The number one biggest fix is taking what is working from their ads and moving it over to their website. We call that messaging and positioning. That one fix alone can make them hundreds of thousands of dollars more. And you may be saying, Steven, this sounds kind of crazy, but we can tell you, and I'm not even diving into the Google ads. If you go and you go look at my LinkedIn, go look at the case study that's on there, just from fixing their Google ads, their paid Google ads, we helped a brand similar to this make almost $1 million in a quarter. All because we took the messaging and positioning that was working, tested it on their Google ads, figured that out, and then moved it over onto the website and moved it over onto everything else. That is the one biggest thing. And you may be saying, well, Stephen, that may work for a bigger brand, but what about this brand? This brand is doing anywhere from $1 to $4 million a year. This brand could scale up just by changing that one thing to anywhere between $6 to $8 million a year with that one fix. And then if they have figured out the exact messaging and positioning, the exact graphics, videos to apply across the entire business, they could get to an eight-figure company. Now, of course, there are going to be different constraints that come up, but just from what I'm seeing from the outside, this could be a game changer for them and could be a game changer for you because one of the big things is just like you don't have to tell everyone all your features and benefits. Figure out the one feature and or benefit that is the biggest thing that people are asking for, the one life-changing thing, the thing that they love the most. Put that top front and center. Move your value propositions up a little bit more, and then get into your collections, and you will see your sales just skyrocket.